And we begin first up with a statement that's coming in from the Canadian Foreign Minister Mélanie Joly, who said that the remaining Indian diplomats in the country are clearly on notice. This, of course, days after Canada expelled 6 Indian diplomats as bilateral relations between India and Canada have hit rock bottom. After Canada named Indian diplomats as persons of interest in the killing of Khalistani extremist leader Hardeep Singh Nijjar, who was killed last year in the month of June. It's Canadian Finance Minister who says that the remaining diplomats, the Indian diplomats in Canada, are clearly on notice. Listen in to that statement coming in from the Canadian Minister.
They're clearly on notice. So 6 of them have been expelled, including the High Commissioner in Ottawa. Others were mainly from Toronto and Vancouver. And clearly, we won't tolerate any diplomats that are in contravention of the Vienna Convention. And clearly, any diplomats from any party from around any country, from around the world, that would be putting the lives and basically the lives and of Canadians at risk. Well, there was definitely a threat, and that's exactly why the RCMP decided to take the extraordinary measure of making public the fact that Canadians were being intimidated, victim of extortion, or even receiving death threats because Indian agents, or agents and diplomats from India were linked to these criminal actions.
Well, you just heard that statement that came in from the Canadian Foreign Minister, who's warned the diplomats in Canada, the Indian diplomats in Canada. It's the Indian government that has shared information with the Trudeau government on Sandeep Singh Sidhu, mentioning terror link-ups, who's employed with the Canadian government. So India categorically naming an employee of Canadian government agency, which is Sandeep Singh Sidhu, for his alleged involvement in terror activities and wants him deported from Canada. He was involved with ISI operatives in killing with Sikh activist Balwinder Singh Sandhu and the one who fought against Khalistani terrorists, something which has been mentioned by Canada in its notice, by India in its notice to Canadian authorities, that Sandeep Singh Sidhu must be deported from Canada. In fact, this Indian official report mentions that despite his criminal past, Sandeep Singh Sidhu was recently promoted to the post of superintendent within the CBSA. So clearly established that how Canadian government has employed people with terror links, Khalistani leaders, so as to say. It's Sandeep Singh Sidhu who's employed with the Canadian authorities, and Indian government wants him deported from Canada. And let's put out more international news break. In fact, this is a news break coming in from Bangladesh. A statement that's been made by Bangladesh law advisor, who says that Sheikh Hasina must be extradited, seeking that extradition of Sheikh Hasina, urging India to abide by the extradition treaty. The Bangladesh authorities say that Sheikh Hasina, who's been given, who's been staying in India, must be extradited to Bangladesh. So it's a statement that's coming from the Bangladesh law advisor, who says that Sheikh Hasina must be sent to Bangladesh. The legal advisor who's urged India to expedite the extradition of Sheikh Hasina under the existing extradition treaty. Citing the need for swift action, the advisor has emphasized that the process must move faster to ensure her return, stirring political debate in both countries. So, while Bangladesh has sought extradition of Sheikh Hasina, the Ministry of External Affairs had earlier made a statement that Sheikh Hasina has been staying in India for security reasons. and that her stay is prompted by urgent concerns regarding her safety, sparking speculation about her future moves. Listen in to that statement that came in from the MEA just yesterday about Sheikh Hasina.